So hey guys, what's up? It's good to have you back. I have a very exciting video for today. Today I want to talk about, a little bit behind the scenes of my storefront and share some of my numbers, some of my sales over the last month on my eBay store. So if you think this is something interesting, something that you really want to see, please, like the video, share with some friends who might be wanted to know more about getting started in e-commerce in 2020. I really appreciate you guys' support. And again, let's get right into the video. So let me grab my smartphone for 1 second. And I'm going to want to try to focus in right there. So these are my numbers. You can see that it's for the let me try to get the focus on the focus is kind of bad. Trying to do my best. Let me see now. Well, it's the last 90 days, so it's $53,190.58, right? Those are the numbers. Now these numbers can be a little bit deceiving, right? And the thing is that most people, when they see the number, they're like, oh wow, like that's profit, like you made like $53,000 in profit. No. Okay. And from this perspective, like I want to be like fully transparent. I don't want to make you guys think that I am taking home in my pocket $53,000. That is not the case. I don't want to deceive anyone. I want to be fully transparent and honest with you guys, because I would expect the same, from anyone that I'm watching on the internet, on online. Like I want to create, that trust, right? I want us to trust each other, and the information that I give you guys, to the best of my knowledge, is always going to be honest, and it's going to be, true. Okay. So, taking that out of the way for 1 second. The number is actually the amount of like gross sales, right? So this is what I have sold overall in the past 90 days on eBay, right? So out of that amount, I am, taking about 10% profit, and this is 10% profit from the front end. And from the front end, what I mean is the markup, right? So I marked up my price on eBay, right? And then that difference is what I'm getting back as a profit, right? So my front end is my markup, and that markup is about 10% right now. So from that amount that you see, I am taking about $5,000. So do you guys think that $5,000 in 30 days, would that change your life? I mean, what does that mean for you, for your family, for friends, especially now during these very difficult times? An extra $5,000 will go a long way for many people. Now, full disclosure, right? Every situation will be different for every seller, right? Where I am right now has allowed me to get to the point where I'm generating this large amount of sales, which puts me at a position to be able to, generate, this profit, right? For someone like you who maybe wants to get started, wants to learn, just keep in mind that it's a process, and it's gonna take months and months of effort over time. It's not gonna happen immediately, is what I'm trying to say, right? So at first it might be only like a couple $100 a month, right? But it doesn't matter. Like the point is that you're getting started, and eventually you will get there, right? And that's the whole premise of this video. Is I wanna give full transparency about the numbers that I'm doing, and what the potential for you can be, down the road, month over month, year over year, and eventually 2 years, 3 years down the line, right? This is not going anywhere. Although a lot of people say, drop shipping is dead, drop shipping is not going anywhere, it's too saturated, too many people are doing it, too many people are selling on eBay. All those things are true, right? Except the dying part. I mean, drop shipping is not dying. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. It's just going to evolve. Like, strategies are going to change. Marketplaces are going to change. All these things will change over time, but the principles, right? The raw principles, the foundation will stay the same. It's just about adapting and learning the new things, right? So I want to go ahead and now show you my storefront. Let me just make sure that I'm not revealing any sensitive information that I don't want to reveal, obviously, for my security. It's my storefront. It took me a lot of hard work to build this out, but I still want to be able to share as much information as I can. So I think we're okay. I don't see anything that might be sharing too much. Let me just take one last look. Yeah, I think we're good to go. So let me just shrink this a little bit, a little more. And okay, guys, so this is my storefront, and you can see here my numbers, right? Over the last 7 days, I've been able to do about $6,000. This number goes up and down. It just depends on the amount of traffic that I'm getting, during that period of time. My 30-day total is about $33,690.91, which is great. I mean, generating this amount of volume of gross sales is amazing, because this is what you want. You want to be able to be in that opportunity where you're put in a position where you can generate all these sales and get all that traffic coming to your store. I mean, that's going to be like crucial to your success, is making sure that you're running a tight store, getting the customer in, and that you're doing excellent customer service, you're selling products that are good quality, to the best of your abilities. Try to make sure the product has good feedback, things of that nature. Again, we'll go into that in another video, but you want to make sure you're running a very tight store. And in future videos, I'll kind of go into more details about what it means to have a very tight store. But for now, I just kind of want to give you a quick walkthrough of my dashboard, and at the same time be fully transparent. These are my numbers. These are my real numbers. This is not fake. This is not someone else's account. This is my account. And I know sometimes it's hard for people to believe that you're able to do these numbers. And this is just a proof to you that if you put in the effort to learn and you give it time, you can get these results, because I've been able to do it, right? And this is what, basically what this video is about, is to, proof of concept, proof that this thing does work. So right now I have about 234 active listings right now. And let me scroll down just a little bit further down. So right here you have your feedback. So based on the selling experience, the customer will leave you feedback. For the most part, like I said, I'm running a tight store. I am really taking care of my customer. I'm making sure that their needs are taken care of, and that I do everything within my power to make them happy, which makes it for a good buying experience. At the end of the day, you want to create a good buying experience. So that's what I've been able to do. And here are some of the comments that they've been so graciously enough to leave me. These are your seller metrics. So eBay, on a monthly basis, evaluates your store. So they look for all these different factors into your store. Now, my tracking upload has suffered a little bit, and that's been mostly because of the whole COVID-19 situation. A lot of suppliers, a lot of retailers have scaled back on their workforce. so they don't have as many people available to fulfill orders, which has caused some delays when it comes to getting the orders out. But luckily, eBay is aware of this, and they've been helpful with their sellers and not penalizing them so much when it comes to when tracking numbers are uploaded. But again, I need to improve this number, and I'll hopefully be able to do that over the next few months. Now, this number right here is my sales, dating back to almost a year ago. And I'm very proud of this number, because I set a goal for myself that I wanted to sell like $100,000 worth of products on eBay, right? And it makes me so happy that I'm actually very close to hitting that mark. So I'm at currently to date $97,000 I've sold on eBay. I mean, that brings a smile to my face, guys. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is the reward. This is where, everything, after you suffer and you struggle and you want to quit and you say, oh my God, this thing doesn't work. I'm never going to make any money. But if you stick to it, guys, these are the moments when you're like, you reflect on and you're like, wow, like, I did it, right? So, very proud of this number. I know it took a lot of sweat and effort and frustration and errors and messing up, it was a process. So, this is my testimonial to you guys, so that what I'm talking about, it's real. I do know what I'm doing. Again, I'm learning every single day. By no means am I an expert or a guru. I don't claim to be. I'm just someone like you who happened to, find this, and I've kind of run away with it, and now it's, allowing me to do new things, and allowing me to share it with you. So, if you guys have any questions, please do leave them in the comment section. In a future video, I might even go to, exactly how I, calculate my profits, maybe a little more like back office, how do I keep my numbers, how do I know my expenses from my profits, and, how do I manage all of that. And I would be more than happy to share that with you if that's something that you're interested in. Just, write a comment and let me know if you'd like to see that. If you have any questions, I'm always available. You can, reach me here, via the channel or via my Instagram account. It's Daniel Sells Online. I'm always active, and you're more than welcome to give me a follow, and we can interact. You can message me. We can have a conversation if you have any more questions. Again, I hope you guys like this video. You find it to be informative. And again, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I am new. This is something that's out of my comfort zone. It's new for me. I've never done YouTube before, but I think that at this moment in time, I kind of want to make this a challenge for me. I want to see how far I can get this. I think it's fun to interact with other entrepreneurs. I mean, we're all entrepreneurs. If you're trying to create something that most people won't do, you're taking a risk, and if you really like business, and you like to kind of venture out and do things like this, I want to talk to you. Let's have a conversation, let's interact, let's meet, and consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so when new videos are out. Again, my name is Daniel, and thank you for checking out the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.